All right, good evening. We're going to go ahead and get started. Councilman Box, this time, if you would be so kind.
Sure, absolutely. Yes, join me for a moment. Father God, I'd like to thank you for this day, Lord. Thank you for all the blessings you've given us. Thank you that we can come boldly before your throne of grace, Father God, to receive mercy and help, but mainly just to say thank you and say how much that we adore you and how much we need your help. Lord, give us guidance tonight and wisdom so that we can make good decisions for your people. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Councilman Box. We appreciate you. All right, we're going to officially call to order. Roll call. Councilman London.
Present.
Councilwoman Cuellar.
Here.
Councilman Box.
Here.
Councilman Sims.
Here.
And myself here as well. First off, we'd like to go ahead and start with the approval of the minutes from the regular city council meeting on August the 19th of 2025.
Move we approve the minutes from August 19th, 2025.
Second.
Motion, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Next order of business, if we can move the bills.
Make a motion, we approve the payment of the bills for $537,775.02.
Second.
Motion, second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Next up would be the mayor's report. Mayor, you have the floor, sir.
All right. Well, first of all, I want to say good evening to everyone for coming out to our city council meeting. I'll start out by thanking everyone for participating in the municipal election process on last Tuesday. There were almost 3,000 individuals that came out to vote. That was the most that had ever voted, I believe. Kim, would I be right? In a city election. And I just want to thank everybody that participated in the process for coming out, exercising their democratic right. And we look forward to those that have been reelected for serving for another 4 years. Also, I wanted to mention that the SWIMA report is on the website. You can make comments for that for the next 10 days. Also, on September the 5th, we're having a cruise-in cinema. September the 5th, car show begins at 6 p.m. Movie starts at dusk. It will be at the Hill at Grants Mill Station, 4514 Beacon Drive, Irondale, Alabama 35210. Food trucks on site, free popcorn and more. Free admission for car show participants and spectators. Competing for the Best Show Awards. Bring your lawn chairs and enjoy the show. On September the 6th, we have a Operation Clean Sweep from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. Meet at City Hall, and we will work to pick up litter along our roadways and our beautify our city. I know that Ruffner Road is going to be one. I don't know if Alton Road is going to be on there. Grants Mill Road is going to be on there as well. But if you come and meet at the flagpole around 7 a.m., you will be assigned one of those roadways to be able to help pick up litter to beautify the city. On September the 9th, we have Oscars Awards red carpet at Tales by the Rails at Eller Park. Bring your dapper dog to walk the red carpet and win a Pasker Award September the 9th from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Hey, when you have a cat, you don't have these issues. I'm glad that we have a new addition to our family, and that is Axel. And he is definitely a handful. Also, on October the 4th, we have Yo Amo Irondale Day Festival. It'll be in front of City Hall from 3 to 6. Enjoy food trucks, free to the first 50 at each food truck, entertainment, children activities, the mechanical bull, and the truck show, and more. On September the 20th, we have the Music Fest. It's going to be the city's 138th birthday celebration. Currently, we have Ken Ford, who's a jazz violinist, Kim Scott, who plays the flute, and we have two R&B bands, which is going to be the Emily Joseph Band and the Official Clutch Band. This event also is going to be absolutely free. Gates open at 3 p.m. Show starts at 4. Make sure you bring your lawn chairs and everything so that you can participate in that as well. Also, the Citizen Engagement Institute, if you've never gone through the Institute, I believe now we've had about 150 individuals to go through that Institute. But if you really want to learn about what happens in the city of Irondale, that is a great place to be able to come. You get a chance to be able to meet all the department heads. You get to hear what they do. And also, you get an opportunity to graduate. And at graduation, we feed you very well. Matter of fact, you will eat well every night, even if you don't learn anything. You will walk out with a full stomach, and we make sure that we use only Irondale restaurants to be able to provide the food. And then on November the 22nd, and this is just to help people that if you want to participate in the Arts and Craft Bazaar, another event that is absolutely free. This year is going to be at Shades Valley High School Gymnasium because we will be doing renovations at the Civic Center. And we're calling all crafters, makers, bakers, and small business owners. Vendor registration is open now, and the details is on the actual newsletter that you receive, which is tinyurl.com/Irondale Bazaar 25. I believe that fulfills all of my announcements that I have to make, and I want to ask Miss Ann Vafiatis if she would come to the front. She contacted me about a few months ago. She wanted to give a portrait that we could hang at our new fire station number 3. And I'm glad that she's here tonight to be able to present that to the city. And I think we also have Wes McDaniel that's going to be a part of receiving it as well. And if you want to say a few words, I'm on my way coming down, but if you want to go ahead and say a few words, that'd be great.
So a few months back, I was working on a painting, and we had a neighborhood dinner, which we do, or it's snacks or whatever, just to get together with neighbors. Chief Wes McDaniel is one of my neighbors, and when I showed him, it was his suggestion. He said, you need to donate a print of that for the new fire station. And I said, you're absolutely right. So, which is why I invited him to stand by me. So if this is the original is on wood, it's oil. It's 16 by 20. It's actually a portrait of my stepbrother's son, who is also a firefighter. He works for Hot Spots, which does the wildfires. And it just explains really a lot of what firefighters could possibly face out there. So I did not frame it because I want to leave it to the city. I don't know what it's going to look like inside, but yeah, that's it. I will have additional prints at the Irondale Arts Council art show, which I will participate in on December 12th and 13th. So yeah, that's it. And I put it in there to protect it and get it out. Yes, yeah. And you too.
I was curious, yeah. It's really cool.
All right, Council President, that concludes my report for this council meeting.
All right, we'll let that go around for a second, give everybody a second to check it out. Nicely done, Miss Ann.
Very much.
And Mayor, was there anything else on your agenda? I want to make sure we didn't miss anything.
Life-saving.
Was there anything from Chief McDaniel's agenda? Okay.
Good evening.
Good evening.
We like to take time to recognize our great group of people that we have that work with us at the fire department, and when they do great things, we want to make sure that we recognize them. Tonight, some people had to leave, and everybody's not here. But we had a call. I'll let our EMS officer explain more about the call, but it was back in May. We had somebody that went into cardiac arrest, and they were able to get him back, and he's well today because of that. So I want to be able to say thank you to our employees. We have some of the best employees at the city of Irondale, especially the fire department. I'm probably a little more biased for that, but we have great firefighters here. I appreciate what they do. It takes their dedication and their commitment to the job to be able to have outcomes like this, and I appreciate that. I appreciate our EMS officer who's back there. That's Captain Thompson. Every day it's about training and making sure that what they're doing in the field is just second nature, and it's not something they have to think about. So I really appreciate that. And I'd be remiss to not mention the mayor and the council. We started wanting to transport. When I brought it to the mayor right away, this sounds like what we have to do. It was not ever a question. If I've been able to bring something to him that was for the best of the city, it's never been a fight. It's always been like, this is what we need to do. And thank you to the council, because of course, without passing the budgets and providing the funds that we need to be able to do that, we wouldn't be able to do those things. We've came a long way. In the last year, especially since we've had this, the EMS officer was a new position, but since we've had that, but in the last 7 years, we've come a long way, especially the last 5. I just appreciate the support from everybody up here, the support for the people I work with. And I'd like to call Captain Thompson up to say a few more words.
Well, thank you guys for letting us do this tonight. As the EMS officer, a big part of my job is quality improvement and quality assurance. And I believe quality improvement is learning from our mistakes and celebrating the wins. And this is a win tonight. The crew that ran this call, Mr. Simmons is here. He would like to stand up and address you tonight. And it's really, we showed up and we did everything right. And even when we show up and do everything right, it doesn't always work out this way. But when it does, we want to celebrate that. And statistics say that about 1% of people that go into cardiac arrest leave the hospital with no deficits. And so here he is.
Wow.
This is a testament to training and doing everything that we can do in excellence. And we're honored to have you here tonight.
I don't know how well I'm going to do at this, because earlier I just tried to say thank you to just one of your members, and it became very emotional. My wife and I, Paula, and my name's Warren Simmons, would like to thank you. Thank the fire department, the emergency services, the paramedics, because what happened is they saved my life, and I'm going to explain that in a minute. But the way that I'm looking at this is this is the Lord's doing. This is a miracle that the Lord set up, and He worked through the Irondale Fire Department. On that night in May 14th, actually in the morning, about 5 o'clock in the morning, I got up and went into the bathroom. I felt just fine. I didn't have any pain or anything like that. While I was in there, I noticed the pain starting, and it evolved rather quickly. I wasn't sure what it was, questioned whether it was a heart attack, decided to go back into my bedroom and lay down and go back to sleep. I'm glad I didn't. My wife got up and I told her, I think I'm having a heart attack. And she immediately went to the phone and called 911. The response time was remarkable, unbelievable. It seemed like just a matter of less than a few minutes. And they were there. The fire department and the EMS and the ambulance and everything were at the door. They came into the back, into the bedroom, evaluated me, looked at my EKG, and said that I had a few potential fatal arrhythmias occurring. He said, you got to get out of bed right now. Got to take you to the nearest emergency room right now. And by then I had a lot more pain, my chest, my arm, and I was groggy, I think I was starting to lose it. And I tried to get up. They helped me out of bed. I couldn't get my pants on. They helped me with my pants on. And then they carried me, one under each arm. They didn't even put me in a gurney. They walked me quickly down the hall and out the door into the ambulance. I couldn't even help them to get myself into the ambulance. So they started lifting me into the ambulance. And just as they were lifting me, that's when my heart stopped. I remember this. I put my head back, I lifted it again. That's what I remember. And that was probably about 5 or 10 minutes. During that period of time, they performed CPR, they shocked me twice, they resuscitated me, and they got my heart beating again and got me to the emergency room very quickly. But the response time was remarkable. The reason I say this is a miracle that was set up by the Lord, because so many things just happened just right, catching it just exactly early. Actually, I was there before it actually started, I guess. Catching it that early, just a few minutes later, being able to make that 911 call, and the time that it took you to get there was just remarkable. It was just so quick. And what they did was amazing. My wife said that your department, your members were very gentle, they were very kind and very understanding. But when they picked me up to put me into the ambulance, I couldn't have been in a better place at any time during my whole life, or any point in my life. I was in the paramedic's arms just as my heart stopped. How much closer can you get that?
Mm-hmm.
That's why I say that it's the Lord who did that. He put everything together. And his miracle used your members, your fire department members, your emergency personnel. He used them. He used their hands, their feet, their minds, but even more than that, he used their willingness to serve. And they served, and they saved my life. And I can't thank them enough. I could say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, and it would just fall short. And my wife says the same thing. She can't thank you enough either. And if I say thank you one more time, it just seems to fall short. Thank you.
Mr. Simmons, on behalf of the Irondale Fire Department, Jonathan Haywood, who was a member on the call, and the fire chief, we present you this challenge coin, Chain of Survival. And here's one for your wife as well. She put up with you for all these years, so she deserves it. A lot that night. Haywood, earned it. Thank you. It was an honor and privilege to serve you. It's what we enjoy doing every day.
It's remarkable what you did. I just love you guys.
It was our pleasure. Unfortunately, not everybody could be here tonight to be honored, so we definitely want to acknowledge them for their dedication, their hard work. Firefighter Sharice Gibson was there. She could not be here tonight. Victor Davis was also there. Dale Stafford was there. He was the apparatus operator that day. Jacob Miller was the paramedic in the back that actually transported him. And of course, Mr. Haywood. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
One more thing I wanted to mention while I was up here. Just something separate. So I guess was it last council meeting? Councilor Box gave part of his discretionary funds to we separated between police and fire. And I want to talk about something that we were gonna. It's what we did with the money. We're gonna start a home Knox box program, and what that is the Knox boxes we typically have on commercial buildings. Or if there's something after hours, we're able to get in without having to break people's doors. We have a lot of elderly people in the community, maybe somebody with some medical issues that can't get to the door at night. And so what we're gonna do is we bought 10 of these. These are residential Knox boxes. We're putting together an application process right now, but we're gonna do a loaner program. And so if there's someone that's elderly, someone that lives alone or has medical conditions, they can't get to the door. What they do is they put their key in here. We come out with this, we have this special key that's on the fire truck that only the fire department has. It's keyed for only our fire department. We can lock that up, and if we ever have a call there, we can get in without breaking the door. We can get in pretty fast. So I just wanted you guys to see where that money was going. Like I said, we were able to get 10 of these. We were gonna start putting some stuff out on social media, on the website. We'll probably go to the senior activity center at some point to advertise what we're able to do with these, but I just wanted people to see where that money went and what we were able to do with it.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right. Well, thank you very much, Chief. We'll go ahead and move into our council member standing committees or special committee reports or any other department heads that may have a report this evening. Councilman London, your report, sir?
Oh, so you want me to follow that?
I know. I started with you for a reason. I didn't want to have to do that, so it's on you, bud.
I'm not gonna follow. I'll pass. I'm gonna pass my.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna pass.
Councilwoman Cuellar, you're up.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so
Good
much for
evening.
being here this evening. First, I would like to thank our Public Works Department. There's been a lot of paving that's been going on throughout the city, and our District 3 community is very, very grateful for the wonderful work that Frank Pennington and his team are doing. Thank you so much, and many of the community members are very excited to see this continuing. The next thing I'd like to do is to address our District 3 community. I did post some information after the elections on my District 3 page, and I would like to go on and verbally state this tonight, and that is that now that our election is concluded, and my opponent, Erwin Arnold, has been elected as your District 3 representative, I want to take this opportunity to express that it has been an honor to serve you in this role. You are among the kindest, most gifted, talented, and we have an example of it tonight with Ms. Bafiatis, and generous individuals. And you truly make Irondale a wonderful place to live. I extend my congratulations to Erwin Arnold and wish her all the best as she begins her 4-year term on November 3rd, 2025. Thank you. Council President Spivey, this concludes my reports.
Yes, ma'am. Councilman Box?
Thanks, Council President. Want
once again, thanks everybody for being here. What an experience to have the largest turnout for an election. That was an amazing thing to see. A lot of good people were involved, especially you, the voters, but then also some of the candidates and views and opinions. Now it's time to move forward with the will of the people that was expressed. So, Chief, thank you for letting us know that you know what you've done, and I think Ms. Wright also stated what she had done as well. So those are good things to see. Moving forward next year, I'm sure we'll have several other things that we can do for the city and communities with stuff like that. So that concludes my report, Council President.
Thank you. Councilman Sims?
Good evening, everybody. Next week, the Holiday Gardens Neighborhood Association will meet at 6:30 at the Senior Activity Center. And that's all I got.
Fair enough. Thank you, sir. As far as my report, piggybacking on Councilwoman Cuellar, a lot of paving, a lot of conversation. What is this oil and loose gravel that's going on? So that's been fun. But no, it's progress. So just hang tight, and everything will work itself out. I wanted to see there was one thing, and I just totally blanked on it, and I'm going to apologize for that ahead of time. But happy to be here. Thank y'all so much for joining. And if I figure it out later, I'll mention it individually, because I know it was targeted towards one individual. So my apologies for getting old all of a sudden. So we'll go ahead and move on. Any committees or any other department heads or any other standing committees that would like to make a comment? All right, fair enough. We'll go ahead and move on. At this time, we would take public comments to the council on non-agenda items. This would be items on, this would be non-agenda items. Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to get up and make a statement real quick. My name is Kim Hartley. I live at 2304 4th Avenue South. I'd like to thank all of the candidates in the election. Y'all behaved very well during the election day process, and I do appreciate that. Once again, I'd like to extend my thanks to all the voters. As it's been said several times, it was a record turnout. We had a very small room. We tried very hard to get you in and out of here very quickly so you could go about your day. But I absolutely could not have done it without all the wonderful people I had working the polls with me. And I would really like to thank them. It's a long, hard day. And I appreciate everything that they did that day, and the city as well, for giving us the food and the place to have the election. And just once again want to say thank you.
And thank you for your leadership throughout the process. The one item that I did forget, I'll just take 1 second and I'll get out of your way, sir. Those signs, they are, I believe, plastic number 5. They are recyclable, but if memory serves, we only do 1, 2, and 3. Is that correct, Mayor? 1 and 2. Okay, thank you. So I know in previous elections, there have been some sites that have opened up for those donations. Keep an eye out for that, but reach out to your educator. There's been several educators that have reached out to me, and they are useful in the classroom. I don't know exactly what to do with them, but apparently it preserves backing, storyboards, things of that nature. So I would just say, just if you have, for me, if you have any of my signs, all I ask is if you want to give them back, that's fine. I'll come get them. But if you got them, just do something socially responsible with them. I don't want to see my name in a landfill anywhere. And I'm sure these guys would probably kind of second that. So if you have any signs, either find a way to recycle them, reach out to your educators, or do something socially responsible. Thank you. That's what I meant to say. Yes, sir.
Matt McLean, 4007 Valley Manor, Irondale, Alabama 35210. Well, the election season is finally over, and I'm here tonight simply to congratulate all the winners of the City of Irondale elections here in 2025. I want to thank each of the winners for running a clean campaign free of mudslinging. Oh, there was a little bit of mud to go around with some of the citizens, but as far as I know, the winners of this election cycle displayed honor, humility, and a willingness to serve and lead our city, which is the main reason why the election results went as they did. Very briefly, let me explain the organization that I work for. GoodParty.org is a public benefit corporation that seeks to do what no one else has been able to do in the modern era, which is make people matter more than money in politics. Each local candidate that we support has to pledge to remain independent and nonpartisan, stay people-powered, stand against corruption in politics, and run a clean campaign free of mudslinging. Now, this is our symbol. And what we want to do is make this symbol the thing that Americans think of when they think of free, fair, and nonpartisan elections. We call it the red, bright, and blue heart. I'd like to give each member of the council and the mayor one of these, and I'd like you to use it as a reminder to always put the people of Irondale first, to always be open, honest, and transparent about your positions and progress on issues, and to conduct yourselves with honor and integrity. Good luck to the newly elected members of the City of Irondale government. I know I do not stand alone in wishing you all continued success as you lead and guide our great city to never before seen heights. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, man. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Do we have any other comments on non-agenda items? Yes, ma'am.
Kimberly Miles Stewart, 4030 Nicole Drive. Yes, I have been involved in 5 election cycles, and this one by far was the most negative, vicious, yet victorious one of all. To the 5 gentlemen, I'd like to thank you for running a completely positive campaign and not getting down into the mud to battle your opponents who attack you and sometimes your family. Psalms 37 NIV was our strength. Councilor Cuellar, sadly, you use this as an opportunity to again embarrass D3. You led and provided candidates Ken Effinger, Donna Pike, and Mary Scherer with disinformation that you spouted repeatedly from the dais and your newsletter, although you were corrected each and every time. They're still responsible for promoting it because they had a choice to do otherwise and just tell the truth. The 4 of you candidates engaged in a door-to-door whisper campaign filled with derogatory, hate-filled, and incorrect information of doom and gloom to scare citizens into voting for you when they should have been proud of their city leaders. Thankfully, most citizens weren't buying what you were selling. On election eve, you and Ken Effinger had the unmitigated gall to tell some employees that you knew the 2 of you would win and that some of their jobs were safe, while you threatened the interim chief of police by reminding him that you all were responsible for hiring his position. That evening, against city ordinances, you littered the city right-of-way up and down Grants Mill Road with over 30 Effinger and Cuellar signs. The next day, you fussed disrespectfully at the police about removal of the signs and even told a worker if he removed your signs, he better remove the SOB sign as well, as you pointed to Mayor Stewart's sign on private property with permission, but you didn't use initials. Furthermore, he nor my deceased mother-in-law are what you called them. Sadly, this is the atrocious behavior you have displayed throughout your 5-year tenure and is the horrible legacy you will leave to our city's history.
Thank you, Ms. Kim. Thank you, Ms. Kim.
Can I finish my thought?
Thank you, Ms.
Can I
Kim.
just finish? I do
Kim.
want to thank you
Thank you, Ms. Kim.
for helping pull residents together.
Do we have any other comments on non-agenda items? Ms. Kim? Ms. Kim, thank you. Do we have any other non-agenda item comments? All right, we will move on. All right. Let's see here. Public comments on non-reports of any boards. And if I remember, we did not have any reports of any boards or non-council committees. We'll go ahead and get into the deliberation piece of this item. We have 6 items on our proposed consent agenda this evening. Item number 1, resolve that resolution 2025 R146A ratifies resolution 2025 R146 authorizing Mayor James D. Stewart Jr. or his designee to execute an agreement with Building and Earth Science, Inc. for construction materials testing and special inspection services of the Irondale Civic Center renovation in an amount not to exceed $88,450 $88,450. I know this has Mr. Doss's name next to it. I know he's not here with us, but the way I understand it is the amendments that were made by the city actually fall in our favor from a price tag standpoint. Councilman Lennon, any questions or comments on this? Councilwoman Cuellar?
No question.
Council President Spivey, I believe the price remains the same. The only question I had is, were the red lines sent? Because I didn't receive them. And I tried to look through the first resolution that was passed on the 5th of August and compare it to this one. And I would just like to know, did we get those red lines out? Because there were based on what I was able to identify, there were several changes that were made. And I just want to ensure that I located all of them.
Right.
So we would have been happy to have sent it. We just didn't actually send one. So there were several changes in there, and they were all in the city's favor. They actually looked through our requested changes and approved them all. And they did that the day after the city council voted on it. And so that's why we're actually bringing it back to you all. So, but you know, we would have given you one had you asked for one, but we just.
Okay, could
So-
you please send those to us just so that we do have it for the record? Because there were several changes, and yes, based on what I could note, they were in the city's favor. So I want to thank you for doing that. If you could please send us those, I really would appreciate it.
Sure.
Thank you.
Does that conclude your comments on this?
Yes, it does. Thank you.
Councilman Box?
Oh, thank you, Council President. Yeah, the discussions that I had with Chief Dawson and the city attorney really proved that everything here is a little bit housekeeping and good to go for us. So that's all I have to say.
Councilman Sims?
No questions?
No questions. For myself as well, do we agree to leave this item on consent?
Yes.
Yes.
Everybody nods in the affirmative. All right. Item number 2. Resolve that Resolution 2025 R152 accepts a grant from the State of Alabama Tourism Department in the amount of $7,800 to assist with expenses associated with the Irondale Music Festival Series. Mayor, anything you would like to say about that?
The only thing that I can say that he just kind of showed up at City Hall, so we will definitely take it to be able to use it towards the Music Fest.
Thank you, sir. Councilman Lennon?
No question.
Councilwoman Cuellar?
No questions.
Councilman Box?
Any questions?
Councilman Sims?
No questions?
And myself, no questions. Do we agree to leave this on consent?
Yes.
Outstanding. Item number 3, resolve that Resolution 2025 R153 authorizes the execution of a service agreement with Heidi's Kids to provide in-kind services to allow the utilization of a portion of a city building from December 5th, 2025 through December 19th, 2025 for the storage of items as part of its annual Christmas toy drive. Mayor, is there anything you care to say about this? Pretty self-explanatory.
Yes, we already have a service agreement with them, but they wanted to use one of the city buildings to be able to give out the toys, and we just wanted the council to have a chance to be able to adopt a resolution to approve it. We don't know exactly what building it's going to be. It's depending on the construction schedules.
Thank you, sir. Councilman London?
No question.
Councilwoman Cuellar?
No questions, just comments. Heidi's Kids does a great job for our city, and I'm happy that we're going to be letting them use a portion of our facility for the storing of things.
Perfect. Councilman Box?
Thank you, Council President. I think it's great, and once more community joining together.
Councilman Sims?
Happy to be able to support them, and no questions.
All right. And myself, happy to see them continuing to do good things and no questions. Do we agree to leave this on consent?
Yes.
Yes.
Outstanding. Item number 4, resolve that Resolution 2025 R154 authorizes Mayor James D. Stewart Jr. or his designee to execute an agreement with the Jefferson County Board of Education for the provision of standby emergency medical services at the Shades Valley High School football games. Chief, is there anything you would like to say about this item? Pretty self-explanatory.
Pretty self-explanatory. It's their standard contract they use throughout the county to make sure that they have the EMS services there. The contract was updated to increase the money that's on there, and that's the latest one that just came out. And it was also something that our insurance company said it would be good for us to have on file as part of that. So we're trying to clean all that up from our risk meeting that we had, get that in place, and just get the newest one signed.
Risk meeting. Councilman London, any questions?
No question.
Councilwoman McQuarrie?
It was updated. Do you have those updated amounts? Is
That
that what
sh-
you're
the-
saying?
The one that,
We
no, the
have
one
the
that
updated
you
one?
have should be the updated amounts. It was lower than what you have now. It's
Very
just
good.
been kind of adjusted for inflation.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Appreciate it.
Councilman Box?
Thank you, Chief. Once again, it shows how experienced and adept our department heads are.
Councilman Sims?
No questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I have no questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Do we agree to leave item number 4 on consent?
Yes.
Item number 5, resolve that resolution 2025 R155 authorizes the allocation of $10,000 to Shades Valley High School from the FY 24-25 discretionary fund of Mayor James D. Stewart Jr. to be utilized by the Shades Valley High School football team. Mayor Stewart, anything you would like to say about that?
I just wanted to say that Coach Bates is doing a wonderful job there at Shades Valley High School. I wanted to be able to support them from the city to be able to provide them with the necessary equipment that they need for the upcoming football season. Therefore, I wanted to allocate $10,000 from the mayor's discretionary fund to be able to support that endeavor.
Thank you, sir. Councilman London?
No, they are doing a great job, Coach Bates. I think it's a great coach and a great guy. So thank you for Mayor for this.
Councilwoman McQuarrie?
Yes, I just want to thank Mayor Stewart for clarifying because there was no documentation, so I didn't know what distinguished this from a donation versus something, and he just said that it's going to be used for equipment that they're going to be needing. So I appreciate him bringing that clarification forward.
Copy. Councilman Box?
No questions. I think it's great.
Councilman Sims?
No questions.
And I have no questions either. Do we agree to leave item 5 on consent?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Item number 6, resolve that resolution 2025 R156 authorizes the execution of a service agreement with the Marsha Kelly Sutton Foundation for $700 to provide services to the citizens of Irondale through the promotion of education throughout the year in the city of Irondale. This service agreement is funded by the FY 24-25 discretionary fund of Councilor John London. Councilman London?
Very simple. Some education opportunity for the kids here in Irondale that she does every year, and I've been supporting her probably since I've been on council. So just something I always did.
Okay. Councilwoman McQuarrie?
Yes, our service agreement on the number 2 of it stated that there would be a financial statement that would be provided. Do we have that financial statement?
Let's see if I'm not sure if it's in my packet.
Thank you.
Was there anything that was sent out about that before I dig through my binder around the financial statement? Did we have anything, Lee? On file? Miss Lee is saying that she can get it to you.
Very good. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Councilman Box?
No, I'm good with Miss Sutton. She does a wonderful job for.
I understand. Councilman Sims?
No questions.
All right. And thank you, Councilman London, for doing this again. Thank you. Do we agree to keep item number 6 on consent?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. All right, now we get into our proposed regular agenda. Resolve that resolution 2025 R157 authorizes the city of Irondale to purchase a 2025 StarCraft All-Star E450 for the Irondale Senior Activity Center in an amount not to exceed $115,780 from Transportation South Inc., DBA The Bus Center via Sourcewell. Do we have Ms. Wright here to talk about this? All right. Come on down.
Julie Wright. I'm the director of the Irondale Senior Activity Center. And we had 2 beautiful new buses when I started in November. The one I think had 70 miles on it, and the mayor's instructions were put some miles on these things, go. So we did, and unfortunately we got rear-ended, and our van was totaled. van that we want that would be the two vans we had were not wheelchair accessible, so the van where we would like to replace the one wrecked van with, it would be wheelchair accessible. So that's it in a nutshell.
Okay. Councilman London?
Let me see how many questions I have for you. No question? No question.
Councilwoman Cuellar?
Just a couple of questions, and that is this budgeted? Do we know if it's budgeted?
I believe
It
you'll have
is. We received about $42,000 in insurance proceeds, and we will take the difference from the senior activity account that they have, which probably has over 100 grand in it, to be able to make up the difference.
Very good. Thank you, Miss Wright. I am so happy that we're getting a bus that's got areas for wheelchairs, because this enables our senior citizens that are limited and need to have a wheelchair wherever they go. So I want to thank you for ensuring that this bus has that for them. Thank you.
Councilman
all.
Box?
Thank you, Council President. Yeah, Miss Julie, this is great. Thank you for pursuing that, and sometimes even challenges turn out very good.
Councilman Sims?
Just one question. Any idea of how long till we actually see the van?
It's on the lot right now.
Okay.
I can go get the keys tomorrow.
I think we can help you out there.
All right.
Check won't be ready tomorrow.
I do not have any questions. Thank you very much for your presentation this evening.
Council
Since-
President,
Yes.
Ms. Julie, will you also tell them that we have a second one coming the same way? So some of them won't be fighting to try to think that that's the only one that we have. So would you tell them about the other bus that we have coming as well?
Certainly. We received a grant from the Regional Planning Commission,
Nice.
2025 grant. And when I called and asked what's the timeline, they said, well, we haven't even given out the 2024 grants yet. So we hope to get that money in 2026. And when that happens, we'll purchase another bus very similar to this one. So no one will fight to get on the good bus.
Ms. Velma.
And I do not have any questions. This has a funding source. Do we agree to move this item to consent?
Yes.
We're
Yes.
good on that? Everybody in the affirmative? All right, so 7 to consent. All right. And then item number 8, this will be a public hearing. We'll go ahead and get into the public hearing now. So like we've done with other public hearings, want to keep the comments to the public regarding the issue in the public hearing. So once we have an approved agenda and we call up questions on agenda items only, that's going to exclude the public hearing because we would expect to hear those comments in the public hearing. Fair enough? All right, so motion to enter into a public hearing.
Motion to enter public hearing.
Second.
Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Public hearing, resolve that resolution 2025 R158 declares the weeds, overgrowth, and noxious vegetable matter located at the premises of 3316 Saddlebrook Circle, Irondale, Alabama 35210 as a public nuisance and orders the abatement thereof. Do we have Officer Lawley out here to walk us through this or no? Okay. Good evening.
Good evening, sir. You know, if you remember, this property was, construction was on the property burned, and it was demolished, and then the property was pretty much abandoned. Very unsuccessful in trying to get in touch with the property owners, and it's going on and going on. And along with, numerous complaints from the neighbors that have to look at it every day, it finally came to a point that the city of Iredell needed to handle the issue. So that's where we're at. And as of 5:30 today, it was still in the same condition it's been. So
Thank you, sir. Councilman London, any questions for him?
No. I've seen the pictures.
Okay.
Yeah, no question.
Councilwoman McQuarrie?
Just that, these homes that are next to this property, and I took pictures so that you could see how overgrown it is.
Yeah.
It's just not fair to them. They do very good to take care of their homes and to have this, and it is a safety hazard as well as it's It's just not good for the Saddlebrook community.
Fair enough. Councilman Box?
It's apparent we need to do something. Thank you.
Okay. Councilman Sims?
No questions.
All right, and I have no questions as well. Thank you very much for presenting this case. That being said, would anybody like to go on record for the abatement of this property? I believe, Mr. Glory, you had a comment. I don't want to lose you in the process. Do you want to come on up? I usually ask for fours or against the abatements, but I'm not sure what you have on your mind.
This is for the
Okay, perfect. Now's your time, sir.
taking care of the weeds.
Gotcha.
We've endured this problem for over a year and a half. I raised the issue with Councilman Cuellar. She put me in touch with Greg Cochran, who eventually got a hold of the property owner. After well over a year, he finally did take care of the debris on the property. It was horrendous. It was literally a mountain. And we've got kids in that neighborhood, endangering them. Those weeds have been there for a long time. It's an embarrassment. We're a nice neighborhood with lots of kids and nice homes, and we'd like to keep it nice. We've had another problem with the death across the street, and that's being taken care of now. But we'd appreciate you passing this resolution.
Before you depart us, if you can just state your address for Miss Lee.
Mark Liguori, 1145 Saddlebrook Road.
Thank you, sir. Does anybody else want to speak in favor of this abatement? No one else in favor of this abatement? Anyone opposed to this abatement? All right. That being said, I would ask for a motion to close the
Motion.
public hearing. Motion by Councilman London.
Second.
Seconded by Councilman Sins. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. All right. At this point, I would ask for a form of the agenda approval.
I make a motion that we approve the form of the agenda, moving item 7 from regular agenda to the consent agenda.
Thank you very much. We have a
Second.
motion. Seconded by Councilwoman Cuellar. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you very much. All right. Now we have an approved agenda. At this time, we would take any comments on agenda items only. Any comments on agenda items only? Okay. All right. Well, at this time, we'll go ahead and ask for approval of the consent agenda.
Make a motion we approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Motion second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. That brings us to item number 8. If someone could go ahead and move item number 8, 2025 R158.
I make a motion that we approve resolution 2025-R158.
Second.
Motion second. All in favor?
Aye.
All right. That passes. Thank you all very much for coming out. We have no more actions to deliberate. I ask for a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn, seconded by, okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you very much.